Good morning. Let's wait for a couple of minutes to join us.
Hi everyone.
Yeah, hi Tulsi. Hi Manila. Very good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, Mahesh. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Yeah, Mahesh, you can start.
Yeah, sure. Mm, okay. Good. Actually, there is other candidates as well. Okay. Meanwhile, they will join. Yeah. Yeah. Hi. 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 Very good morning. Very warm welcome to all of you to join this this call. Yeah. So let me introduce myself as this is a demo session. So I'll start introduce myself and you can also, share the same introduction, small introduction to continue the session. Yeah, I think Raghu also. Hi Raghu, good morning. Thank you for joining.
Yeah, hi, good morning.
Yeah, we're just starting the session. I think we are good to start, right?
Just a second, maybe one more is also joined.
Okay, okay.
Just a second. Yeah, Mahesh, you can carry on. It will be take time for another people will be join. Maybe he will join in call. You can continue.
Yeah, Raghu. Thank you for the confirmation. Yes, sure. Let me start. Just allow me just one second. Okay. Yeah, thank you again. Just saying good morning. Yeah, good morning, everyone. So let me introduce myself quickly. My name is Mahesh, and I am having total 11 years of experience on SAP platform. So I have been worked with the multiple implementation projects with top MNCs. Right now, I'm working with. So including this, I have started training from last past 5 years. I have trained the bunch of people, and they are well settled in the top five companies. Okay, so hope everything goes well for all of you, and you will also good get the very good companies, and you will get settled very soon in top five companies. Yeah, this is what about me, and could you please also introduce yourself from you just quickly? We'll start with the Tulasi.
Hi Mahesh, this is Tulasi. Actually, I'm from finance background with CA, so I'm eager to learn SAP. So that's why I joined.
Yeah,
Present,
thank
I'm working in some MNC company. Yeah.
thank you, Tulsi. Thank you. Good to hear that. Yeah, please go ahead, Manila. Maybe Manila, you are on speaker. Uh, you are on mute.
Yeah, hi all. My name is Manila. I'm from Khammam. I'm from BTech background. I'm currently working as a bench sales recruiter. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, thank you, Manila. Naglakshmi, please.
Good morning, sir. I'm Nagalakshmi. I'm from Khammam. So I'm also working in as a benches recruiter. I have experience on Java, but I don't have experience on SAP. And my background is BTech from CSC stream. So that's it.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah. Okay. Please let me know once you're able to see my screen.
Yeah, it's visible.
Okay, fine. So today we are going to discuss about the SAP FICO training, the key areas, and what is the SAP, and why to choose SAP. Okay, so now here you can see the slide which I am sharing is our SAP free demo session, and here is the contact number, to you contact for further information. Okay, I'm moving for the next slide. So the first thing is, what is the SAP and why to choose SAP only? What is the benefit? Because why SAP has the high demand in the market? First of all, we would like to know little bit background of this. You might already know about what is the stand for SAP. SAP is a systems, applications, and products in data processing. Okay, again, I'm telling SAP stands for systems, applications, and products in data processing. Okay, so it has been introduced by ex IBMers in 1970s. So there are a couple of ex IBMers from Germany. They are working in IBM company. You might be, or this is one of the best corporate company. The five people were started this implementing this SAP, created this SAP platform. These will be used only for the organizations which runs the regular business. Okay, so there is a lot of history behind that. You may have, you can also find out the information from the Google, but I will give the high level content of this. So these SAP especially created for running the businesses on ERP basis. Okay, so now why we need to choose only SAP? There are other modules, other platforms, other technologies also in the market. Nowadays, entire globally, you can heard the SAP is having the high number potential requirements, and top of the companies, top five companies, Deloitte, PwC, EY, TCS, IBM, Infosys, the number of companies are hiring the people throughout the year. There is no any specific periods to hire the people. It, the SAP has the market throughout the year and high demand. Even not only the couple of positions, I would say. There is no any other technology which is having this much demand on the market. So there are the best. What is the key benefits? Offering global demand. It's not only specific the country, it's throughout the globe. It has the market and high paid salaries. I'm sure you start the small number of digits of salary within a short period, within 3 4 years, you will get you'll never expect the salary which you earning right now. And also advanced technology. From past 20 years, the SAP started as the system which we called to utilize organization for couple of key benefits. But SAP day by day improving, and they are publishing to the organization to implement the SAP system. Okay, there are a lot of things going forward. You will understand what is the main purpose and how why only SAP has to use, and what is the key benefits. So before SAP, we do not have a centralized system. We cannot see the accurate results. We do not have the accurate database. We do not have the accurate result from the business point of view. But after implementing the SAP by the organizations, they are having the very 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 good productivity, and they can avoid a lot of faults from the reporting side. So you can stay in one place and you can see what's going on throughout the world. You don't need to no, travel, to go to the place where you are getting the profit and loss. No need to go. Just when you are at the same place, you will handle the business throughout the globe by using the SAP technology. Okay, the last one is scalability and industry specific solutions. So based upon this, SAP is not implemented for the one type of business. It can be applicable. It can be used for all kind of businesses. Okay. Uh, as of now, do you have any doubts before moving to another slide, guys?
No, not from my side.
Okay, thank you so much for
No,
that.
sir.
Okay, good. So I'm moving for the next slide. Yeah. So here we are going to, sorry, we are going to learn about the SAP FICO, which is the financial accounting and controlling. This is the one of the key module in SAP, which is linked with all other modules. So there are 200 above modules in SAP. All are linked with finance, because finance is the heart of the business. So any kind of report or any kind of requirement or any kind of enhancement or anything which you wanted to develop, then for all other modules are depending upon this. If you learn finance, you will have interaction with everyone, and you will have number of opportunities by learning only FICO. Okay, here in SAP FICO, there are two parts. FI is different, which is the financial accounting, and another one is the CO is a controlling. Let's talk about the financial accounting submodules. So there are 5 submodules right now we have. I'm sorry, four submodules right now we have in SAP Financial Accounting. One is the General Ledger Accounting. General Ledger Accounting, you might all know. So where we can prepare the profit and loss accounts by using the General Ledger Accounting, and with link this, we do have the submodules like what I can say the reconciliation, but I'll explain you later for the in detail process. Okay, for now, these are the key areas which you are going to work once you get the job. Once you So general ledger accounting and accounts payable. Accounts payable is nothing but actually the purchase. If organization having the purchase process, definitely we have implemented the accounts payable. Okay, and the next one is accounts receivable. If the organization having the sales process, you know, most of the organizations, 99% of organizations, they will buy the products, and when they are buying, definitely we have to introduce the accounts payable. And when they are, once they buy the material, and they will the reproduce the material. Reproduce means they will procure the material and they'll make a final product and they will sell to the customers. So organization will have purchase, and same time they will also have the sales. So here two things are happening in the organization: accounts purchasing and as well sales. These two parts. So to make automatic these two process, we have to implement the accounts payable and accounts receivable. Okay. Now I'm coming to the asset accounting. So asset accounting, nothing but every organization before starting, they has to buy some assets which they have to establish organization. Let's say example, land, buildings, furniture, those we called as a assets. And how we can track that those assets and buildings and everything? So by using the asset accounting module. Okay, here I am clearly specifying there are four types of sub modules under financial accounting. One is for the general ledger accounting, accounts payable, accounts receivable, and asset accounting. These are the key areas. Every organization, if you go the top MNCs, level 5 MNCs, if once we become the consultants, we actually after trying after learning the SAP, we will call as a functional consultant. So every functional consultant has to handle all these three areas: general ledger accounting, accounts payable, accounts receivable, and asset accounting. So if you are going the top MNCs, you only have to align with the one module. Either you take a general ledger, either you take the accounts payable, either you go for the accounts receivable, either you go for the asset accounting. These four only. So they will not assign each and all four to the one functional culture, because the organization the big, because most of the organizations who are earning 500 crores above, those are started in implementing the SAP. Okay, so that case they will have the n number of businesses, because they will not only run the business in one country, they will have the different countries and the different areas. So you will have the lot of business. That's why they hire the people who are expertised in the areas of any specific module. If good, if you learn all four of them and you are eligible for all, and you will have a number of, and once you join, then they will assign one of them. Okay, then you start working on it. Now I'm coming to the last but not least, integration with the multiple modules. I'll talk about the little bit about this. So when we are talking about the SAP is actually the ERP system, ERP Enterprise Resource Planning. This system is a the single source of system where it can connect the throughout the globe. So one system can be used for throughout the world. And before SAP, we do not have such kind of reporting. They use some different systems where specifically calculate per the location. If I am the organization owner, I am the business CEO of the business. I started business in India, and it is later part, it was expanded to other countries as well. So every location I have to maintain one system, and at the end I have to get the report only from the system which is located at the place where the business is running. So at that times anything happen, because we don't know, I don't know basically what's happening at the location, what is the profit is coming, what is the sales is going on, what is the purchase is going on, everything they can maintain, because I need to rely on the person who is maintaining, because I do not know what actually the realistic material is coming and going. So SAP brought out the system where it can be integrated with the for all countries, and which is having integrated with the multiple areas, and single system where I can see throughout the globe what's going on. Okay, there is no any integration as well. So now if I procure the material, there are other departments also linked with this, like material management, and sales and distribution, and project system. There are multiple the other modules also there, other modules, other processes, which includes, I do not have the integration. I have to separate, I have to maintain separate departments before SAP. But SAP brought out the key feature is the real-time integration with the other modules like SD, PS, HR. There are different modules. So what will happen when they procure the material? Automatically, the financial accounting document will be processed into our balance sheet account. By that, I will get to know the exact the sales and procurement, how much was sold out, and how much was we procured. Okay, that's key benefit. This is only possible in SAP only. That is why in the globe, almost 90% organizations are started implementing the SAP. They are converting into the SAP. That is why we have the high demand in the market. Still, we are unable to find the resources on the SAP platform. So if you go and see them any market, you just search in your circle and check with your colleagues what is the openings on the SAP. They will say, so we are unable to find the candidates from the SAP platform, because every organizations are implementing SAP. Okay, that's the high demand, and these are the key areas actually we are going to learn about all this SAP FI. Okay, any doubts, guys? I'll pause here. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir. No, sir, no doubts.
Okay, anyone
No,
else?
Mahesh.
Okay, so okay, let me move for the next slide. The next, as I said, SAP FI, we have completed what we are going to discuss and what are the key area modules we have under the FI. And now we are talking about the controlling. So there are two parts. From FI, we have four, we already discussed. And if you learn those four, then you will become the functional consultant. And also related to the controlling, we have four subcategories, which is the profit center accounting, cost center accounting, cost element accounting, and internal audits. As a FI consultant, these are the basic things from controlling we have to learn. Okay, it's not even mandatory, but if we have this is not a very big topic, I would say. These are very easy topics, and you all know what exactly it is. So that's very simple. So here the profit center accounting and cost center accounting and cost element accounting and internal data. So these four are the basic modules from the controlling where we can have the add-on benefits. From CO there are two key areas. Separately, the people will learn about it and they will become a CO consultant. But as the FICO consultant, FI consultant, we should have this for add-on benefit. Okay, what's the for profit center accounting? I'll give just definition of it. Going forward, we will go in detail. Okay, profit center accounting. So if I or you started the business and where the location has the real profit and loss, the store or any location in the business area where you are doing the business, we will create as a profit center and we will utilize that to generate the profit or loss. Okay, so in other way around, to simply understand, to summarize this, wherever the location you are doing the selling and purchases, so that we will use the profit, that we will create a one profit center and we will store all the transactions into the location by using this profit center. By that, you will get to know by the end of the day, you'll get to know what is the profit and what is the loss and what's happening. Okay, that's the add-on bit. And a cost center accounting. Cost center is also having similar kind of it, where we can have the different departments. Okay, also utilize for the similar way. And a cost element accounting. So cost element accounting is nothing but a from the FI part, we will have the different production department, planning department, HR department. Okay, and like in every organization, even we can heard administration department and sales department and material management department. If there are different processes, all this only happen within the organization. Sometimes we are not going to directly enter in our real-time books, which is a balance sheet and a profit and loss account. Balance sheet and profit and loss accounts is the key areas to get the profit and loss. And at the end, we will get to know what is the our profit and loss to moving for the next year. So all the transactions we are not going to include in our real-time books. There are some transactions where we can do within the department. At the end, we are going to capture them. So hope I'm not, making you confused, but just try to understand. Going forward, you will get to know what exactly they play this role. Okay. And internal orders, it is also within the CO where we can use the within the departments to track the cost. Okay, production costs. Some HR department they expensed something, and sometimes we do the expenses. Every month we also do some expenses, right? Those we will call as a costing, and we will at the end our income we will climb the amount from our income, and we will invest in, we will expenses for our daily expenses, and some from the regular point of view we will expense from the rent, and these all are actually the regular expenses which are occurring. So the same thing organization also will have the different way. So those we will create under controlling, and at the end we will maintain in our profit and loss accounting. Okay, any doubts in this slide?
Sir, could you repeat from cost center accounting again?
Yeah, thank you so much for raising that. Yeah, cost center accounting. So let me take a real example. Now I have started business in India, which contains the 5 cities: Hyderabad, Bangalore, Chennai, Mumbai, Delhi. Okay, so these are the metro cities. I have started business, and every location I created as a one business area or business area, and within that every location I also have the different branches. If I take the Hyderabad as a one business area, I have under 5 branches where I am running the businesses, the sales and purchases. So different locations you might be know. I don't need to tell the location. So from the Hyderabad, no, most of you are not know the different location. In Hyderabad is metropolis metro city, and which will contain the different places. I have 5 places, 5 businesses. Each business I created one profit center. Okay, now I have the HR department. It within the organization I have different departments. I'll start from the HR department, production department, material department, administrative department, and sales department. Right? So all these departments, each and every department, what they will have. If I talk about the production department, the role is to play to produce the material, whatever the material they have, what they will do.
Produce the material.
Yes, produce the material, and to maintain, to sell the whatever the material they purchased, because while procuring the material into the organization, first department will come to the picture, then purchase department will come to the picture. So purchase department will take care about the material starting process, then department will take the material, and the later part, once it is manufactured, then it will comes to the The end area is the production department. Okay, so the process which we are doing from the starting of the material, we will track the cost to making the product, to making the finished product. Okay, you got it. So they brought some raw material to make it a finished product. We have to expend, we have to invest something, and we have to, spend some expenses throughout the making the product, right? You got it right.
Yes, sir.
So by using this cost center, we will track all the expenses which was incurred during this making financial finished product. We will call as a, we will call as a cost center. Okay, so at the end, if you wanted to see what is my cost was spent on this product, and you can simply use this cost center accounting and see the amount. Let's say example, there is 1 2 3 cost center, and there is a one bottle, the bottle was making, the bottle is my final product. So water bottle, so that what water bottle, to make it finished product, what is my cost is invested. So I create one two three cost center, and I tag to the water bottle, the my finished product, and whatever the expenses was spent on the during the process of this making the finished product. All the cost I will store, I'll store into the 1 2 3 cost center. Then the business owner, when he wanted to see what is the total cost was spent on this water bottle to make it a finished product, then they can simply run the report and he can see. That's called as a cost center accounting. Okay, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So doesn't even have any doubts for others? Are you clear about this?
Sir.
Okay, good. Okay, fine then. Yeah, so this is the FI and CO part. What actually we are having the modules. Okay, apart from this, each and every module from financial accounting, general ledger accounting, before general ledger accounting, we will have the some basic settings which we need to perform before implementing the general ledger accounting. So here SAP, who are interestedly learning and spending some good amount of time to learn this, definitely they will become experts. I'm sure about it, because it's not even uh, very hard, I would say. It's a very, very easy process, because everyone are dealing with their personal financial process. Everyone. So this is not even specific to the course, or the person only should have the accounting background, only should have the become or MBA or CA background. So earlier the people used to learn before 10 years back, 12 years back, only the people learning this who are having the accounting background, but not like that. It is actually the technology. SAP is one of the key technology to implement to implement for organization. Okay, without having the accounting background. It is accounting. If you know the basic things throughout this course, you will get to know what is the the end user process. There are actually two processes. I'm going to tell you the next process is there are two processes. One is the functional consultant and second one is the end user. Who is the functional consultant? Let me tell you. The functional consultant is who are implementing the SAP, are supporting to the business users. After learning this course, you will become a SAP FICO functional consultant. What is your role? Either you will become a implementation consultant, either you become a support consultant. Implementation consultant means the business who are implementing, then you will be part of that project and you will introduce, you will implement all these modules to the organization. That we will call as the implementation process. And coming to the support projects who are already implemented SAP like you, someone, and you will support on daily basis. How? They will get the different issues from the FICO. They will raise the tickets to you and you have to provide the solution, because they will get the issues all these four areas only. There is not any other issues. There is no any complicated things. Once you expertise all these areas, it is very simple that by seeing error issues itself, you will provide the solution. Okay, that's we called as a support consultant. Okay, implementation consultant is to implement the project, implement the SAP to the organization newly. Okay, support consultant means the SAP is already implemented and you have to support them for their regular issues, day-to-day operations, whatever the issues they are getting, you have to explain them, you have to support them. Okay, that's the definition of implementation and support project in clearly. And now I'm coming to the end user area. What is the end user area? End user area is who are actually entering and who are actually at the business place using the SAP system and dealing with the transactions. Okay. Functional consultant, we are not having any access to do any kind of business. We are not end users. The end user will always have the face to face of the transactions. They deal with the sales and purchases and for all the business, the production activity. Okay, they will actually entering the invoices and they do the sales process and everything back end, whatever they do the transaction and entering the uh, transaction details, business details into the system. Those we called as a end users. Basically, directly, indirectly, we are supporting to the business through end users. Okay, this is the role of end user part. Did you understand these three? Implementation and support and end user. What is the role of it? Hope you understand, right? I hope you are speaking on mute. If you on mute once and you can tell and I can go on mute.
Could you repeat the end user once again?
Okay, end user. Good question. So now we are the functional consultants. Okay, we are the functional consultant. Our role is to implement the SAP to the organizations. Once we implemented the SAP, we have to train users who are dealing with the business process. Let's say example, you are the functional consultant, you implemented already SAP to my organization, and I am the end user who always taking the invoices and entering into the system by using the SAP. Okay, I know what is my sales today. Okay, so today is the sales invoice is $1 lakh. Okay, then my procurement invoice is purchase invoice is okay 2 lakhs. Okay, whatever the business transactions dealing with the customers directly, we will call as a end users. And during this process, if I encountered any issue, I immediately rise to the functional consultant, that is to you, and you see the issue, and you will find out the root cause and you will share with me. Then I will use the same solution and I will process for next step. Okay, so there are three things around. One is the functional consultant. In the functional consultant, what is the role of it? Either to become a implementation consultant, and then support consultant. Okay, implementation, nothing but to freshly create the and implement the SAP to the organization. Support consultant is already they implemented the SAP and we have to support the on regular basis. And this end user role is end user will maintain by the organization. Organization will maintain the end users who deals all their regular basis, regular business processes. Okay, for them only we support it. Okay, got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So that's the key areas from the functional consultant and support consultant and end user. Okay. So another thing. Now we discussed about the what are the key areas from the financial accounting. Okay, what are the areas we are going to discuss? Okay, general ledger accounting, and from the finance side we are having general ledger accounting, accounts payable, accounts receivable, asset account. It is just in kind of introductions. Going forward we will we will get to know each and every module. So there are some settings has to be done before, because if I take the accounts payable to purchase the invoice, I need to do some settings which is provided by SAP. Also one thing you have to notice, let's say example, once we become the SAP experts, SAP consultant, our role is very easy. It is not hard, I would say, because we are not going to create new things. We are not going to, support which is not already there. So SAP is already implemented by someone. We are going to use the existing process and implementing to the organization based upon organization business requirement. If in case you are unable to find the solution, you are unable to implement something, then SAP is always ready to help us. We need to just send the request, dear SAP team, this is the issue, we are unable to find the solution. Then they will check our system and they will find the root cause and they will inform to us. Okay, here we need to understand as much as we can. And if we are unable to provide, SCP is here always to help us. Okay, so it's not it can be learned anyone who are having the background. Add-on advantage for the accounting people. Anyhow, the BTech nowadays, more than accounting people, the other backend BTech and some other technologies or some other educational background people also learning this SAP FICO, they are working in top companies. There is no any restriction for the financial, only the accounting. Earlier, yes, earlier only finance people can only understand because it has the debit credit, so the blah blah blah. But not like that. Later on, there are a lot of due to lot of requirements. So people are started learning, and they just to know the basic accounting process, and they are working very well. Even we are not going to deal directly business, right? So whatever we are implementing from the technology, the same thing we will support. That's it. It's a technical issue. Okay, it's a technical issue. That's it. Okay, is it clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Mahesh.
Okay, so okay, another another thing is okay. So from the FICO point of view, each and everything we have the submodules, right? Sorry, I was broken. Yeah, submodules we have explained about it. And another thing is once you learn this FI, either CO, okay, the companies are open to hire you because organizations are unable to find the candidates who are really not having the knowledge on this finance. Even though there are many people are started learning, and also they cannot gain, they cannot completely learning. They're just learning for the basic, and they're going. And when they're going to the interview, then they're going to fail. Here, this the duration which we are going to collect, we are going to explain everything, each and everything, what needs to be done, what we have to learn as a SAP consultant, what we have to achieve to implement the project to the every organization. Okay, so for every now this SAP itself fast growing technology in the market. Why I'm telling this? Most of the organizations or most of the business sectors are not having the one system where they can track their results. Now, if I take about the Reliance Industries, Reliance is one of the top industry in India, and for all the sectors. They do have a business in all the countries, but how they maintain their books, how they lives in India, and how they are running throughout India, and how they are running throughout the world. They have different products. They're manufacturing. They are in all the sectors. So it is in a retail, and there is in sales. They are in a there is core technology, manufacturing. They are still everything everywhere. They are food products processing everywhere they are. But how they are running and how they know that the business what is the investment they are investing and what is the sales they are doing, what is the purchase they are doing. At the end, how they do know? They don't know. They has to rely on the people who are working at the location. But the SAP system brought up to avoid this and use it for the universal system. I'm here, I'm having the business in 100 places. Every place I give the one code. And I'll establish and I'll sit here. And if I want to see what's happening in the US location, I'll simply give the code which I have created in US, and I'll see what is the profit and what is the lot for the profit and what is the loss. Yeah, that's what the achievement of the SAP. That's why the organizations are running out to SAP, and they are having the lack of resources, and it's having high demand, and every organization are trying to implement the SAP. Okay, those are the things leading right now. This is a fast growing, and also you will get a very good future. Okay, that's the key why to choose and why to choose SAP and what is SAP. Now I am going to explain the landscape, SAP landscape. Okay, SAP landscape. So SAP, what is the SAP landscape basically? SAP itself provided the process where we have to follow. Okay, we are not going to following any other process. SAP itself provided the some process we have to follow. That's it. Okay, what is basically SAP landscape? Because I don't want to create and I'll slow you because I wanted to create in front of you and I'll show you. That's why I keep this. Let me do that. Yeah. So here I'll go to the new slide. SAP landscape. Okay. So basically what will happen here? To implement the project, we have SAP will provide the three systems. SAP system only, it will provide the three systems. One is for we will call as a development system. I would say development system. We call as a golden system also. Golden and configuration. Okay, you might not know. Okay, so what will happen? What is this development system? We should understand. So this is actually the process. You will never find anywhere this kind of process, and really avoiding for all the issues. So development system, why they are providing the development system? Let me write the another two and then I will explain one by one. Quality. and here production. Okay, here there are three systems, three landscapes are provided by the SAP. One is the development, second one is the quality, and third one is the production system. Here only the business will store the transactions. Business runs the real-time postings. Okay. Real-time postings. Now, okay. So, what about these two systems? If you are posting on the production system, and why these two are required? There is a business wanted to implement SAP, and we have to follow certain rules provided by the SAP system, original SAP. Okay, and SAP provides the three systems. One is the development, quality, and the production system. So what is the development system? The development system which we do the basic settings and the configuration. So what to allow the transaction, the business transaction to post the purchase invoice and to post the sales invoice to post the expenses accounting, expenses entries, and a revenue account, a revenue, or to post all these transaction to run the business in production system. We have to done some basic configuration. That I would say basic configuration means which is already provided by the SAP, but we have to implement that. In development system, we will do all the configuration. Let's say example, I'll take one business which we called as a decent I will take one. Okay, Reliance only I'll take it. Is for you all know, very well know. So Reliance is the organization where it will have the different businesses. Okay. So in that case, what will happen? First, we have to get the SAP access. They will provide the system of development, and there we will do the Reliance. Reliance is a big name. SAP has some limitations. So let's say example, company is Reliance Industries Private Limited. Okay. So for this name, we have to give, there are similar name. Either you give the numeric alphabet, it doesn't matter. Just you have to give one code. Let's say example, RELI, either 1100. Okay, anything. That's the, so likewise, we have to done the basic configuration based upon the transactions are having by the business. Transaction means different businesses, different process. Okay. So for that, we have to done some similar kind of configuration in development system. Okay. Then in development itself, we will have a two systems, two clients, not system, two clients, dev 100, dev 110. Okay. Dev 100 and dev 110. Sorry, dev 110. In dev 110, we will called as a golden client. Okay. And here we do configuration, and whatever the configuration means settings, I would say settings, after starting, then you will get to know the terminology. Just to understand for reference, I'm just using the basic settings, I would say. Okay, here we do the some basic settings, and there is a process to capture all these changes whatever we are doing in development system. And with that request, there is a one transport request we SAP itself providing. We will store whatever the settings we do, and we will save in that request, and we will move that into the dev 100 110, from 100 to 110. Why we are moving this? Here we are going to test. In this, we are going to test whatever the settings we did in 100 in the system, development system, whether it is working or not. We have to test. This we will called as a FUT. This we will called as a FUT. FUT means FUT, functional unit testing. Functional unit testing. Functional unit testing. Okay. So functional unit testing. Who will do this? SAP consultant, functional consultant. That we only do this functionality. Why we need to do? First thing, why we need to do? Tell me. Because to avoid the issues, mainly to avoid the issues, and to get the confidence to the client and to us, whether whatever the settings we did in the system working or not, based upon the requirement. So there is a one product is selling by the Reliance organization. To sales process, I have to implement the accounts receivable. So accounts receivable having the basic settings, some basic configuration settings. Those after doing this, those settings configuration, whether the sales, whatever the sales process we are doing, they are doing right now, we will do the same in SAP system by using the same process, and system should accept that process. Then only we are success, and our configuration also is in right place. Okay, where we are doing all this? Only development system. Okay, only in development system. Development system, development 100, we did the configuration and we moved to through transport into development 110, and we have tested the functional unit testing and the sales, the whatever the config and basic settings we did, that was working as expected. Then we move to quality with the same transport here, from development and dev 100, we will not do the same settings again into the quality and production. Whatever we did in development, that is one time only. That one time activity we do in development, and we will move this into quality by using the TR, the transport request. I already told you, to the transport request we are moving. Okay, let me write this here. Here. Okay, TR through TR. Transported TR means transported. The same TR we will also use here, and we will move to the quality. And what we will do here again. So we have tested from our functional side. Okay, we tested, and that's working expected. And if you encountered any issue in the during functional testing, we will again investigate from our end and we will rectify the issues, and we will solve in the development system only, and we can move it to quality system. Let's say example, during testing, I encountered some issue. I resolved and I did some setting, some one setting is missed, one configuration missed. Okay, that one I correct again and I capture the changes in TR and I move to development and again I will test until unless I get the 100% successful result, then only I move the other changes into the quality system. In quality system, what I will do, I will test from my end once, and also I will sit with my end users. Okay, I will sit with my end users. I will make him to test from their side as well. Okay, this we called as a UAT. That means user acceptance testing. User acceptance testing. Okay, user acceptance testing. Okay, so user acceptance testing. So first, we'll move the transport request to the quality system, whatever the changes we have done in the development. And here we have to make sure to get the 100% confirmation and test results from the user. From the user means end user, who are before doing sales process or procurement process. They do all the testings, all the processes, what they are doing. We will train them and we will sit with them, make sure he is familiar with the system and he has to post the transactions by using the SAP system, and system should accept all the postings what they are doing, and he has to be very familiar and he able to use the SAP system with all transactions without having any issue. Okay, so our role is we develop in development system and we move the changes and we will inform to user and we will train them. We will provide the user manuals and we will provide the guidance, and if they need additional support, we will sit with them and we will make him understand everything, and we will execute all the transactions what they are doing by using SAP system, and we will capture all the test results as evidence. We will take and we will take the approval from their side as well. Okay, so SAP system is accepting all the transaction we are using. We are good, and we are okay to move the changes in real time production system. Once they do, this is also one test system. This is not again product system. Quality system means here only functional consultant will do. That is you and me. And here we need to sit with the end users. Okay, they will do the testing and they will provide the test result. Okay, now I'll take a small pause over here. Please let me know if you have any doubts or anything you would like to ask. Feel free to ask, do not hesitate. If you don't understand, I am here to help you to make understand everything. Okay, are you there? Hope you can hear it. Hello? Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay,
sir.
okay.
Yes.
Sorry. I thought you were unable to hear. Okay, fine. I'm moving further, so hope you understand. So during the session, if you need any more clarification, and again we will go in detail once again. If you have any doubts, please
Hi,
feel
Mahesh.
free to reach out. Yeah, please tell me.
Do all the changes have to move to transport or
Yes.
else anything?
Here all the changes means whatever the configuration, the changes we do in the development system, right? So those changes we have to every because system when you are doing something in the development system automatically create the one transport request. So you don't need to do any specific. So yeah, your role is whatever you are trying to create in the development system automatically generate one unique number and it will store the changes into the transport request number. Okay, so that is the only the number carries through quality through production. Okay, clear? You want me to explain one more time?
No, actually, for all the changes, we can move to one transport or else different,
Okay,
different.
that's your question. Okay, fine. Yeah, let me tell you. So, I got your question. Sorry, I am misunderstand. So I didn't hear that. So basically, in the initial, before this slide, we do have a 5 submodules, right? General ledger
Yeah,
accounting, accounts payable, accounts receivable, asset
consider
accounting, right?
asset accounting.
So,
Yes.
yeah. So every module, it is depends. Every module will
Okay.
have the different transport request because if I there is a process
Okay.
actually we have to follow basic settings. There are some basic settings same for all modules. Okay, all the basic settings we will capture one transport request. All the general ledger accounting we will make one transport. Either if you wanted to separately create the based upon the specific request based upon the area in the GL also we have different types. So each type you will have the one transport request or it's fine if you can maintain one transport request also there is no any issue. But it's very difficult to track if you do capture all the changes in one transport request. So we
Okay.
always suggest to use the different transport request for the different processes. Okay,
Yeah.
GL for one transport request, and AP for one transport request, AR for one transport request, AZ for even though in GL we can also bifurcate the 4 5 changes, 4 5 transport requests. It's not an issue. Okay, but we have to go with the sequence. You do there is a sequence. Basically, you do the general ledger starting. and you went for the next second part. Okay, then you do the third. And here you should move first transport as a 1, second transport as second 2, third transport as 3. One by one
Okay.
you have to. If you move the 3 transport in the first, system will
So
not allow.
totally we are having only 3 transport requests, right?
Yeah, you can have based upon the changes you can have.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can create the number of transport requests. There is no any issue, but you have to make sure what you are doing first and what you are doing second. That's the only important thing. Okay, you have basically this is the one of the key area. When you are doing any changes, you have to capture those result into the document.
Okay.
That is the
Okay.
evidence we have to submit to the client. Let's say example, you are the consultant and you are the you are part of implementation, and after you are moving to the other organization, you got better opportunity, right? So
Basically,
later,
it is meant to track, right?
yeah, it is meant to track and the track and audit purpose, and also it's a evidence and it is the proof what you did.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so the documents, whatever the configuration and whatever the changes you are doing in the system, you must capture the screenshots and store in the client database SharePoint location. Then by doing all this, what will happen? Because this is the audit process, right? Every whatever you are doing, that is completely completely through. We have to submit at the end through auditors, right? We need to tell, okay, this is what happened. We have invested this, we have done this, so on. So also, if you are leaving the organization after this, after implementing the SAP project, you left from the organization. Okay, then someone has to, the organization will have hire some other person. How they do know you did this implementation and you do these changes? Because if any issues in future comes, they will refer these documents and based upon this, they will provide the solution. Okay. That's the same process you do in the entire SF platform. So any organization they do the same process. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So from quality system, they do the users will do the testing, and until unless users provide the approval email or user acceptance, we should not move into the production system. Okay, we should not move into the production system. We have to move the changes from quality to production system after getting the approval from the end users. Because production is an online system. Okay, till quality, these are the test systems, right? Development and quality are test systems. We can do anything. Once it's went live into the production system, that is the real-time platform where business can do the businesses, real-time businesses. Okay, got it?
If we can get any issue in the by the end user, then again move to development, and once again process or functional system, then again move to quality system, right?
Okay, just small correction. Your understanding is
Yeah.
absolutely correct. Just one small correction.
Mm.
So here in quality system, unfortunately, you encountered an issue.
Okay.
Okay, and what you will do, you are the functional consultant. You know what is the issue, and you know the fix as well, root cause as well. Then you will go to the development system. You will make the changes in development system. Okay, with the new tier, not the same tier, with the new tier. Because once we move to the quality system, we can use, but that is not suggestible. We can use the same.
For each, yeah, for each and every issue, we can create a new tier, right?
Yes, no transport
Okay.
record. That is the good practice actually. So we cannot. So
Okay.
what will happen? There is a process between this moving, so that we cannot do. We have to create the transport request, and that we will move to the again to the quality system.
At the end, we need to uh, end user, like end user perfection is our main theme, right?
And place, yeah. And end user acceptance and end user
Yeah.
testing is the very important in this process, because they are the real user do the business, right? They do the transaction,
Yes.
because
Yes.
we are not doing. We are the back end. We don't post anything. We don't, sell anything. We don't purchase anything. We don't enter any expenses, because the end users will have the system access. Even we don't have access to touch anything in the production system once it is moved. We
Okay.
cannot do anything. Only we can do the display. Until quality, you will have the access. But in production system, we will not have any kind of access. We just see the display. Okay. So
Which
quality, yes, please.
Yeah, which is like uh, client will raise the ticket, and we need to resolve the ticket, again move to quality. So, and at the end, we need to satisfy the end user. So like this process only we can do, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, that's the good understanding. Yes, that's correct. So
Okay.
here in this production system, once we get the final confirmation from the end user, okay, we move to production system, and here production system business will start using this SAP system, entering their daily day-to-day operations. Okay, from selling and everything they are doing. Okay, so here our functional role is to develop this, and we can submit to the client. Either they will ask for the support for a long period, either they can hire from their side to support the production issues. But here, as a implementation project, we have to provide 3 months support. Whether whatever the changes we did in the quality, in the development and quality, working in production correctly or not. Okay. So until 3 months, we have to provide the dedicated support 24/7. Okay, that we will called as a hypercare support. Okay, that we called as a hypercare basically. Hypercare support. Hypercare support we will have 3 months. Okay, hypercare support we will have 3 months. Then after that, either we can be part of the same thing, either we can move for the next project to implement. Okay, most of the organizations, what they will do, they will hire a specific consultant to only implement the project, and for support they will they'll utilize some other resources. Okay, got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here another thing we need to understand is, from the implementation point of view, once you involved in one implementation project, the process will be the same for all the organization. Same settings, same configuration set. There is no any difference. Same thing. Once you involved one real-time project, the same thing will be for all projects. One time you need to do the hard work, and from next time onwards, you can simply implement everything. But little bit different because here you do the manufacturing, later you do the retail, then you go for the pharma. Business is different. But SAP process is same. SAP won't change. Here you need to understand. SAP won't change anything. First thing is organization business is different. Based upon the business, we can utilize this SAP platform. Okay? You understand, right?
Yes, sir. Process will be the same, but which are raised the ticket from the each and every end user is different, right?
Correct. End user is here. End user issues may come the different way, but here
Yeah.
I'm telling. So you implemented, you involved in one implementation project from the pharma company. Okay,
Okay.
then you did. Then later on, you got another opportunity to implement the SAP as a retail project.
Okay.
Okay,
Domains
here,
will be the different.
yeah, business is different, but the process is same. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so here there is an add-on, very big not add-on advantage. A big advantage is if you do one implementation project, you are eligible for the you can do any kind of projects, either it is support project, it is a migration project, it there is upgrade project. There are, because I didn't tell you about the migration and upgradation project. So the SAP, there is one thing actually we need to understand. uh, SAP rapidly, growing up. You might let me, after this I'll tell you what is the main part. Now you are clearly understand SAP landscape, right?
Yes, but one question.
Yeah, please.
SAP, this process will be the same to each and every domain, right? Like
Yes,
retail, pharma,
yes, same.
banking, or any other
Everything.
sector.
Yes,
Yeah, okay.
same. That's what I'm
Process
telling.
will be the same, but
Yeah,
domains are different. We need to
yes.
work on different domains, right?
Domain. That's it.
Oh,
So
okay, sir.
a simple thing is SAP system won't change anything. It has the good. That is the only good thing, because nowadays they simplified the process. I'll tell you, we will get to know that process. They simplified because every day there is some new update. Because even for our WhatsApp also, initially we are just sending the messages. Then later on they activated the callings. They altered video calling. Then they started the screen sharing. They started the deleting option, history option. There are many. Every day they are updating. They are providing new feature, right? The same
Yes,
way
yes.
SAP also providing the new features to organization. Let's say example, there is a current version SAP provided and we implemented. And now SAP itself branding, and they are advertising. Okay, there is a one additional feature we have created. If you want to use, yes, we will provide you. Then organization, okay, we have this benefit. Okay, let's implement. If the organizations are accepting the changes, then again what they will do, they will not take help from the SAP. Again, they will hire for the SAP consultant who know those changes.
Okay.
Right. So SAP itself creating the our Java opportunity, more Java opportunities, and to enhance ourselves as well. So let's say example, you are the old, the old version. Then how do you get the knowledge from SAP? Then SAP itself providing the documentation. There is no much the changes, I would say, because as I am in the market from 11 years. So functional process won't change much. The process little bit different. It's just modified. Okay, it's just modified. So they are adding advantage. Okay, if you are doing 100 steps, now we can do 90 steps. That's it, 90 steps. 10 steps we can avoid. So business can be right now spending 1 hour, and it's become a 30 hours by doing additional changes. So 30 minutes by doing additional changes. That's the only part actually we have to make sure, and we have to understand that to enhance our skill, we can go to the SAP and we can get the SAP documentation and we can understand. Okay, that's the main part actually here. Okay, so
And
this,
once, sir, one question. And
yeah.
if we done with the production and everything, our project is done
Mm,
for 3 months, then again the end user comes with the new feature.
okay,
Okay, then we need to add what will the process next?
okay,
Like every
okay, fine.
again we can develop the that future,
Yeah,
or we
correct.
can hire another SAP
No, no,
functional.
no. So let's example. I'll tell you to answer your question. I'll go a little bit back forward. Uh, Initially, SAP started ECC system. ECC means that is on premises. That is a separate landscape GUI screen. We can say not on premises. GUI, that is SAP system, where we can use the complete SAP system. Okay, to do all the transaction. Now it's becoming S4 HANA, that is completely
Okay,
cloud basis.
okay.
Okay, cloud basis. Now cloud means you can use, right? Cloud means you just
Yes, yes,
enter the
yes.
URL in
Yeah, yeah.
anywhere you enter it, then you will use. But earlier we do not have that feature.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so there are lot of changes between as well. Going forward, when we are going to in detail session, then we will get to know. I'll try to explain. If I tell you, then you won't understand now. Okay, now
Okay, sure, sure.
here the additional feature whatever we getting, so that actually provided by the SAP, and you only implemented the SAP and still you are supporting, because sometimes what will happen, once the implementation team was complete the project, they will submit to the users and some other consultant will come to the take care of the support activities. And again there is a new feature came, and organizations will reach out to us and they will ask us to do the same thing if you are in the same organization. If you take an example, TCS has the implementation team and as well as support team. So once the implementation team was completed the project, then they will hand out to the support team, and support team will take care about it. And the new feature wanted to implement again from their end, from the client again wanted to implement the new feature. And what will happen, again, the implementation team will come to the picture and they will implement, and again they will hand out to support team. Okay,
Okay, sir. Clear. Yeah,
yeah,
I understand.
yeah. So that's the process we do follow. And here another part is the different types of project, because SAP is actually not becoming directly in the S4 cloud platform. There is a rapidly, it was day by day improvement. So in old version, SAP only implement, and the database, the SAP don't have database. They use the Oracle or DB. So some other technologies they are using to store all the SAP data. But SAP wanted to grow, and they want to bring all the business into the SAP world. That's why they created their own database. So when you're running the 1 lakh reports into the SAP system, if it is third party database system they are using, it will take at least 30 minutes. Approximately it will take 30 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes. Now they have reduced 30 minutes become a 30 seconds. S4 SAP itself, they created their own database, and it is directly linked, and it will bring faster reporting, because that's the reporting, right? Only SAP or any kind of financial system is mostly reporting purpose only. Because at the end, I wanted to know the what is the profit, what is my loss. It's not only one single transaction, it's a lakhs of transactions. If I run the one period transaction, ECC, it will take 30-40 minutes. But if you have the own database, it will take 30 to 40 seconds only. See how drastic it is. There are drastic changes. That's why SAP is rapidly growing up, and there are many changes are coming to the picture, and every organization are moving to the SAP world. Okay, is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and here implementation part is completed. Now I am coming to the support. From the support point of view, also there are some additional requirement comes from the client side. Some additional requirements. Let's say example, you created one company, okay, and they started one new business area or new company they wanted to establish because they wanted to expand their business into other location. Right now they are running in India, then now they are moving into the other countries, okay, Sri Lanka. So they are starting the business over there, and we don't need to come to the again implementation team won't come here and do that. The support team also know the same process, and they will take the requirement. Okay, they will take the requirement and they will create the companies by using the same functionality: development system, quality system, and production system. They will also do the configuration in Dev 100. They will create the transport request. They will move to the development of 110 and perform the FUT document, functional unit testing. If everything looks good, then they move the changes into the quality system, quality environment with the same transport. And now this time they don't need to explain user because user already known because during implementation they have guided. Now they become experts. They know what type of testing they has to do, and we will simply send an email. Dear user, please perform the testing. The company code was created. Perform the test results and everything what you are going to do, and send with us with approval. Then they will provide and they will move to the production system. The same kind of changes whatever they wanted to create in the future, the implementation will not come again and do it. Support team itself can do all these changes. Okay, clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So let me know if you still have any questions. If you are good, then we can move further. Yeah.
Yes, sir. No questions.
Okay, good.
Yes.
So yeah, now another thing, types of project, right? So I would say here, SAP provided their initially SAP started with there is a versions in SAP we call as a versions ECC 4.0, then 6.0, then new GL, okay, then S4 HANA. So what are these actually? SAP system when they started with ECC 4.0, they have the different database, and it has just SAP system with they have the similar not many advantages, just SAP process. We'll get to know in detail. ECC 6.0 they have added some additional benefits which will benefit to the organization. Organization in the sense business. From ECC to 6.0, we have to upgrade system. From 4.0 to 6.0, we have to upgrade. Okay, what are the steps we need to follow that will provide by the SAP only? We don't need to worry at all. Whatever is SAP doing, we will take the all the steps which needs to be performed to upgrade from the version of 4.0 to 6.0. Okay. Now this we called as a from 4.0 to 6.0, we will call as upgradation project. Then new GL with the additional features. Some other additional features they provide that we in detail we will get to know during course duration in the course timing. New GL, okay, new GL with additional features. Then they move to finally S4 HANA. S4 HANA. S4 HANA is a on-premises cloud. This is the one of the big achievement done by the SAP, and most of the 75% of clients are moving into this for HANA because there are a lot of advantages right now we do have. Okay, so going forward, we will get to know the most of the areas, most of the um, content what to actually. Okay, so now, sorry, especially as of now we have covered what is the SAP and why to choose SAP. Okay.
Hi, Mahesh.
Yeah,
Having
please.
one doubt. Actually, what are the types of transport? May I know that?
Yeah, type of transfer. Okay, now let me move to the transport. So basically here, two types of transport request. One is for the functional transport and one is the workbench request. Let's say example, I'll tell you from functional side and you and me, we are creating some transport request, we are creating some company codes, or we are creating the some additional changes which is related to the functional, and we create the transport request, then that we will call as a functional transport and we can move it. And there is something, some other modules also are involved. Other modules mean SAP, as I said, SAP SD, SAP MM, SAP ABAP. SAP ABAP is another module which deals the technical part. Let's say example, in SAP, there are some code changes. I mean, SAP right now, the functionality we are using, and there are some technical changes needs to be modified, and we are adding or something we are removing or something we are creating some G reports. So what will happen wherever the technical, not to the functional, technical changes are modifying, that will taken care by the technical person of the ABAP, or we can also create that workbench request, especially for the technical changes. Technical changes means the existing functionality, whatever it is provided, we are just adding it. Some customized. Customized means which other than the SAP standard process. Okay, we are adding additional field. In customer report, let's say example, customer and sales and customer name. And so here I wanted to add the customer data as well, so that is additional requirement. So for that I need to do the some customer, just an example I'm saying. So I need to add the some additional field with the technical part. So in that case I can use the workbench request. Okay, one is the functional transport and another is the technical workbench request. So workbench
Okay.
request will contain the technical part. Okay, is it clear?
Yeah, clear.
Okay, great. Okay, so this is actually now you should have some idea why we need to choose SAP, because even if you see right now in the market, you don't believe still the organization top uh, companies, fortune companies are looking for the SAP FICO consultants. They are ready to pay anything. They are ready to pay throughout the world. Okay, so you will have the better future, that's for sure. Okay, then these are the SAP submodules we need to learn about it. These are very simple. If you focus on it, that's not even hard. It's very easy, I would say. Okay. Okay. Do you have any questions before wrapping off the call?
Can you please explain the business processes included in SAP FICO?
Business process, right? You mean to say?
Yes, yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
See, business process basically what will happen if I take the any retail business. Okay, what they will have normally sales and purchases, right? Sales and purchases. From sales and purchase point of view, they are using the sales process with the different. Let's say example, we are at the store, the location, and we are selling the product. From the back end, what will happen? You have to get all the products into your storage location. From there, it has to be loaded into your selling place from your branch, and from there it will be displayed at the location at the store, and customer will see, and if they like, it can be delivered to the customer. The same process, the person who is sitting at the counter will scan the product and it will be delivered to the customer. This is actually sales process, right? This is a sales process, right? Normally, I'm just taking an example of the our day regular process. Even we buy something every day, every month or occasionally we go to the shoppings and we go. The same thing will happen in the organizations as well. Organization little bit different. How they will procure first material, raw material, and they will make a finished product by using the raw material. They will make a process. During the process, during making a finished product, as I told you before, they will invest amount. They will spend the amount on the labor, vehicles, different departments they are using consumed. So all things happen. Finally, the product become a final product to sell to the customers. So in this process, all this sales process we will call as a one business process, and that we can achieve by implementing the general ledger, accounts receivable. Accounts receivable. Okay. And if the same thing happening, accounts payable as well. Purchase. If you are doing the purchase, then the accounts receivable come to the picture. And asset anyway part of the every organization, because every organizations are having the assets, land, buildings, furniture, assets, fixed asset, and current assets. There are different assets, right? And all this will be at the end has to be updated in the general ledger accounting. General ledger, by the general ledger only, we are going to prepare the balance sheet accounting and profit and loss account. Okay, did you get it?
Yes.
Okay, great. So anyone else have any doubts?
Oh, Mahesh.
Yeah. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Here is the contact number. Okay. So please feel free to let me know any questions, and if you have any doubts, do not hesitate. Okay.
Yeah, thank you, one and all.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Raghu. Like to share anything, Raghu, or is it?
That's it. Fine, Mahesh. We'll wrap up this call.
Okay. Okay, fine then.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you. Raghu, you can drop off, right?
Yeah, we can drop off here.